Good morning, pregame crew. It is Monday, October 11th, 8:23 a.m. Eastern, 6:23 a.m. Mountain Time. You have found yourself at the pregame show. If you're not a trader or not interested in trading, you probably thought this was Monday morning quarterbacking, which the Saints won and the Chargers won, just saying. But this is the stock market recap where we go over what is the market structure, commodities, cryptos, movers and shakers of the day. Audio visual check. Thank you, Night Truck. Hi, good morning, Argilio, AT, Wave Trader, Jorge. Rather be fishing. Oh yeah, Dan's video was awesome. Thanks for posting that, MG. Good morning, Dino and my friend Lori. It's been so long. Hey, Okumu, Chris, Tammy. Good morning. We are going to have a giveaway this Friday. Stay tuned. I'll drop some hints this week. So you're going to want to make sure you tune in every day so you don't miss the hint as to what the pregame show is about. We are in an hourly downtrend with our major four indices. YM is holding up a little bit better, then RTY, then ES, and NASDAQ is our weakest. Oil is really the fly in the ointment today for the market. Oil strength really weighs, and it's a reflationary trade. People are worried about inflation and cost and gas and shipping fuel. Everything is just getting really ratcheted up, and especially with these energy prices going higher. So oil is really weighing down the market this morning. When we saw our relief bounce last week, oil was taking a pullback. So I've been making note, this is 8 days of strong correlation, inverse correlation with oil in the market. So we need oil to take a breather in order to get a market bounce going. We have filled a SPY gap. We officially get started in 5 minutes, but y'all know I start answering questions immediately. So if you have a ticker you want me to go over right now, I can. Copper is heating up, so I added that to our watch list this morning. We have several Queen of the Mountains. If you're new here, Queen of the Mountain is just someone dubbed in the room. It was King of the Mountain. So it is basically the top trade setups that I have managed to find myself through my various scans, Twitter, the chat room, different members. And if you don't follow me on Twitter, I am Charcal Lori. Good morning. What is the highest? I wonder why we can't get 1080 quality on the screen. It only goes up to 720. I'll have to work on that and see what about my streaming is not allowing that higher quality. I've gotten that feedback a little bit, so I'll look into it. So with copper, Joey pointed out this downtrending line this morning on the weekly, which I found absolutely fascinating. And we're bumping up against it. We did get that daily bull break we've been waiting for. Okay. Good morning. Oh, wow. This is slow. My chat is slow. The Tigers broke my heart too, Wave Trader. Oh, hey, Scott. Thanks. Hey, E-Man. Greatest fan, Blue Dog, Kalex. Yeah, Damon, I live in Idaho. I absolutely do live in Idaho. Hey, Winter. I am from Louisiana. Top 3 trading strategies for a new trader. I would say the stair-step pattern is probably the easiest. If you are interested in learning the strat, that is a very straightforward approach. But I really like the stair-step pattern where you're looking for multiple candles in a row and you're waiting for that reversal and you trade the reversal. We have a video on that in our library. So that's probably, I'll just give you that one as my top one. Oversold bounces I think are a little bit tougher for newer traders. Inside bar breaks. If you get a one that's really tight, a name that's tight like CLSK, this monthly chart, that's super tight. You could play that break even. That would be a decent trade setup. Yep, I will be covering Baba. Absolutely, I will be covering it. Let me look at SoFi, and I'm covering NEO, so I have that on my list. So SoFi has a monthly inside bar forming, weekly inside bar confirmed from last week. It got initiated this morning with $25 price target, so just something to be aware of. So this is a nice tightening pattern. We're holding the EMAs. This is actually a logical place to enter if we were to get a pullback to the hourly EMAs. If you wanted to swing it, you could look in this area here. I need to change my pencil color for a potential swing. Let's look at Hood, and then I'll get started for the day. Good morning, Bobby, Veronica, Dawn, Winter, Ali. Good morning. Okay, let's look at Hood. Okay, Hood broke bear out of this weekly inside bar, but did we hold that key? Yeah, we held that key 39.23. That is the level going forward to hold. Here are your supports. We are in a downtrend on Hood. The bulls have to step up and do something. We can't keep giving people the benefit of the doubt. You can't treat these stocks like you would a boyfriend who keeps cheating on you. You know, maybe you're tolerant with a boyfriend that keeps cheating on you, but don't be tolerant with stocks who don't prove themselves and you keep throwing your hard-earned money at it. And this name ain't done a darn thing to earn your money. So resistance 41.85, 42.06. It went to $40 in after hours. I don't know how much volume was there, but again, downtrend. And I would look to short pops until bulls show up on Hood. Oh, thanks. Okay, well, it's got to prove itself. I can't carte blanche just say I love blank stock until they prove themselves. I just can't. Fundamentally, you can know all the insides and it still not work. So just be careful with just falling in love with a stock who has done nothing to earn your respect. ES. All right, I'm trying this today where I use the text function on the lines. I don't like the font of the text on TradingView when you use the text function. So let's see how this works. If you're interested in my chart setup, the yellow line is the 50 simple moving average. Green and red are the 8 and 21 EMA. Yellow candles are JC inside bars. We are in an hourly downtrend. We are searching for that ever important 4-hour higher low, and we have hourly IBs. So we did have this little pop down here. We had this wick down, but we didn't pivot there. So I'm not considering that a higher low yet. We are searching for that higher low to be put in. Bulls have to change the trend. So I'm gonna get rid of my chart setup. CM Ultimate RSI multi-time frame, so I can plot the daily time frame on whatever time frame I'm looking at and the corresponding RSI. I use the Squeeze Pro because I'm constantly looking for squeezes, volatility. And so if you see my names up here, I always watch Apple, and I'm really focusing on Affirm and Baba. Why? Because they have this huge average true range. ATR measures volatility, and I'm constantly looking for names that have high volatility. And this compression measure, the squeeze, tells me when a highly volatile name is storing pressure. So we're getting a pretty decent pullback on gas and oil here. Let's see if it can provide a little relief bounce. Sorry. My mouse is not working. There it goes. Okay, so on ES we have hourly inside bars, and that key resistance is 436875 and key support 435925. You see this level over here? I would mark that on my chart and keep that on my chart. And this is how I do that. If I'm like, why did I have that line there? Key level from October. And then I know why I have that on my chart. You see where we're bouncing in that area? So this is obviously a volume shelf. And you're like, what the heck is a volume shelf? This is where we have a lot of volume that went off, and they're like, we think this is a key level. We think this is a deal. This is a blue light, Kmart blue light special in this area, and we're going to buy. And we're going to keep defending that level. So for me, this looks bullish. So do y'all see this? You see we're changing the 5-minute trend when oil pulled back. Do you see it? It is key for us to see this. I went through a really long, detailed video this weekend on the market overview and my thesis. And if you're a Swing Report member, you got that, and I also shared it with our Chart Guys community. So if you got that and that provided any value, I'm happy. I'm looking at this 1.272 extension on oil as a potential topping area, and that could provide that market relief bounce. Overall, the biggest thing that you're going to see on ES is this. I'm going to get rid of this. Is this potential inverse head and shoulders. So now we're looking for that right side. So we have had how many months in a row? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 months in a row where the monthly OpX marked a bottom of a pullback. So wouldn't that be ideal for this inverse head and shoulders for us to get this? How many days are in a week? Get 5 candles and mark the bottom of that inverse head and shoulder. So let me show you what that would look like. And thank you for indulging me. Turn this magnet off. So if we could get 5 candles here, Monday, or we're already, so this is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, something like that. And then use the symmetry 429375. Watch that area. If we come down in that area, I will be looking for a 15-minute trend change for a potential bottom lock on this inverse head and shoulders pattern. I hope that makes sense. And that would line up with that October 15th low this Friday. If we can get a low in this area on that monthly OpX, keep that trend going and then bounce. And I want you to see the other time where that look really similar back in March. Look at this. We had this little higher low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and zoom higher. So we could bypass the whole inverse head and shoulders thing completely and zoom higher. In my opinion, we need oil to pull back in order for that to happen. So I hope this provides you context overall. And when we come touch this 50 MA, I will be shorting SPY in this 44.30 area. I will wait for weakness. I will wait for friends to join me on the trade, ensure that bears are stepping up. But testing this 50 MA from overhead is kind of flat. It just shows this lack of momentum right now. Then I will be looking to go short. So that was long-winded, but that's my big overview of the market. I don't like NEO. I don't like NEO at all, actually. NEO is a potential short, but I also say that I don't like NEO in general. I don't like it. So put a little asterisk on my comments on NEO saying Lori may be a little bit biased. All right, so we have our game plan, all right? ES, change the hourly trend, period. End of discussion. Change the hourly trend. Okay, we broke bull. All right, and oil needs to continue to sit down. NASDAQ, hourly downtrend. We are searching for that 4-hour higher low. We popped down here, but that wasn't a pivot. So where do we get the hourly higher low? We're searching for it now. But do you see how NQ lost that October 5th high, 14,754, and ES is bouncing there? It just shows you NASDAQ is weaker. Here are your levels on NASDAQ. Let me get rid of this one. RTY a little bit stronger. We're testing this hourly resistance 2229. I like W bottoms, not all double bottoms or Adam and Eve patterns, because this isn't that quite rounded pattern over here to the right side, which is a bullish reversal pattern. We're approaching that 50 RSI, which is very, very important that we get over that. Let me jump to SPY and show you one more thing here. 43512 is the gap from October 6th, and we filled it. QQQ did not fill its gap, but SPY filled that gap below. And I would have felt better if SPY could have filled this gap here. Come on, brain. Nope, that's not it. I turned my magnet off. One more time. 44190. We hit 44168 Friday. I would have loved to have filled that gap. And then it'd be over with. Then I would feel better about coming back, filling that gap. Okay, bang, bang. We got both gaps filled, but this one did not fill 44190. So we filled it. Let me go back up. It's a Monday, y'all. I'm all over the place, but I promise I will get you where you need to go. Okay, so hourly on YM, you can see it's not as strong as RTY, but this is a little bit more developed Adam and Eve pattern on the hourly. We need to get over 3, 4, 6, 6, 7. YM is my least favorite trading vehicle of these top 4. NASDAQ will give you the most volatility. ES will give you more standard technical signals, and RTY will give you more standard technical signals. Do y'all see how oil's pulling back and now we're bouncing? Look at that. Man, that was beautiful, wasn't it? Don't you love technical analysis? VIX. VIX is breaking that support 1993. I wanted to short it this morning. We popped up pretty high and now we're losing that support and we have a gap down here. We need oil to sit down and we need VIX to sit down in order for the market to get the bounce going. Bitcoin. Bitcoin's got a little 15-minute Adam and Eve pattern. Everybody's got the Adam and Eve. That's the boy part. That's the girl part. Resistance 56663, 56765, and then support at 55893 and 56138. Ethereum not quite as strong. Let me back up before I say that. Hourly, we're above EMAs. We're above. Yeah, Bitcoin's definitely stronger. Look at air pockets when you're evaluating where price is relative to the moving averages and is it a relative outperformer. Look at these air pockets. Look how far price is from the 50 MA on Ethereum, on Bitcoin, and look, it's just sitting on it in Ethereum. Ethereum has a lot flatter price action and less momentum. When these EMAs, we look at the slope of the EMAs, and when they're sideways, expect chop. We have to have that elevation where they start curling up. Look at this curl right here. That curl on right there on the EMA showed you that volatility incoming, and then we get these air pockets. So Ethereum is definitely not as strong as Bitcoin. Here are your levels. And I'm going to introduce myself now. I always wait and do it a little bit later. I'm Chart Gal Lori. I'm part of the Chart Guys community. We teach technical analysis. We have a room of about 1,000 of my closest friends. Wow, nat gas is really dumping. And we teach technical analysis. We post setups, we post news, and we post funny farm animal pictures, whatever floats our boat, and we trade together. Gold. Gold is rejecting at that hourly 50 MA. I may get stopped out of my last position here. So I bottom fished this weekly higher low here. I hit it at 1725. Right in here, I exited at 1760. I added back in 1750 area, exited at 17, I think it was 1779. I posted my exit in commodities. And now let's see if this weekly higher low can hold. We're in a precarious situation below downtrending EMAs on the daily, on the 4-hour, and on the hourly. You see that electric fence? If any of y'all been raised in the country and y'all been around electric fence and you touch it and it throws you back, that's exactly what's happening. Electric fence, it is throwing those bulls. Every time the bulls go to touch it, they get zapped. So these EMAs are providing some very stiff resistance for gold bulls. 1752 is your support. The level on gold is 1751 and then 1745. Oil is trying to catch its breath here at that 1.272 extension on this pullback. 15-minute oversold would be an area where I would look to do a back burner long trade on gold, but it would just be a flip because I'm looking more short this week, even though oil has done nothing wrong to prove that there's any weakness. But we do have some elevated volume coming in. Yeah, hit the like button, please. Hit the like button. Yeah, I like HUT. That's why it's on my list. I love it. Hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. So you could look to play a 15-minute oversold bounce or a lower high. You can see up here, oil, nat gas, copper, NASDAQ, RTY, ES, SPY, Apple, Affirm, Bob. This is what I'm focusing on today. That will be my focus. I dig and dig for the best setups for y'all, but not all of them meet my criteria of things I like to trade necessarily, or the queen of the mountain criteria. So I'm looking for the tippity top setups that fit my style, and I really enjoy trading futures. So I look for setups that I can trade futures. So nat gas may be getting into an area. Yeah, It is 15-minute is crushed. 30-minute is crushed. Hourly oversold 5393. We broke that key support though. That's the problem. 5341 is holding. Yeah, we got a little vol climax. This may be a bottom fish area. If we can get a little 2-minute trend change right here on nat gas, I may go long nat gas here while we're live and just get a counter trend flip. Oh, you're welcome. I love what I do, and I hope that comes through in every conversation we have, every chit chat on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday morning. I hope you feel the energy and the love that I have for y'all. Yeah, this may be a decent nat gas bottom fish level. This RSI is crushed. Okay, copper, I went over it briefly at the beginning, but let's do it again. So Joey pointed out to me, and if you don't know who Joey is, he runs our commodities channel in the room. Very knowledgeable on commodities. And I love when a name fights to hold that 50 RSI, which it's doing on the weekly and the daily, to prove its strength. We are testing this downtrending line on the weekly. This blue Michigas here is where I drew the daily EQ. We broke bull from that. This was my drawing from Friday. We broke bull, and now we're testing this weekly uptrend. Now what do? Well, I can't enter here. I can't enter. It already broke bull. I didn't get the break trigger. So now I wait for a higher low, and I look, and it may be at the daily EMAs. You could use your 4-hour, pull back to the 4-hour EMA. So how do I do that? Okay, I go put a line here and say, okay, tell me this is the 4-hour EMAs. And I'm kind of aiming for the middle. This is where the 4-hour EMAs are, and I can also set an alert for that area, okay? 426. Okay, so now I have an alert set for copper to try to buy that pullback to see if it can go tackle that weekly trend line. Does that make sense, y'all? I hope it does. Some days it's like I feel like my brain is a bunch of smush with all this technical stuff in there. Okay, Affirm. This is the most dangerous name you can trade. I talked about average true range last week, and I made fun of myself because of how I was describing it, because obviously I'm not extremely knowledgeable on average true range. But look at the average true range of Affirm. So the range used to be $6, $7, $11, $11. It can have an 8% move in one day. Now, it's probably going to chill out and volatility come down, but the big players are trading names like this because the ATR is so high. Now, let me show you another name just so you can get a feel for ATR. Look at Kroger, 99 cents. On average, it moves $1. And this is the last 14 days, I believe. Let me check that. Yeah, 14 days. So it takes the high, low, close. It subtracts the difference or gets the range every day for the last 14 days and then gets an average. Kroger, $1. Affirm, $11. That's why these big players are trading names like this, because you've got that big range. So you are looking for names with large ATR if you are a seasoned trading ninja, because you can get those really big ranges. So I said that range a lot, didn't I? Let's get rid of that. But it's a highly volatile name. Daily RSI is approaching overbought, and we are not at all-time high. So these beautiful names, when they get close to their all-time high, sometimes it's a self-fulfilling prophecy and they go take it out, and it may very much indeed take it out. But I will be looking to short this or go long. I'm looking for volatility. So I would love to short 145 or go long around 137.80. So this name, danger, ninjas only, AMD. Okay, I'm flipping out of this nat gas. I'm flipping out of one contract on this oversold bounce trade. Okay, I'm out of one. All right, weekly and daily inside bars on AMD. So this is getting really tight, weekly, and then there's the daily inside bar. The most logical thing that could happen, would make sense, is to get that daily lower high, come get a higher low, rest on the EMAs, and then try to take it higher. I like this name long. We have a squeeze. We're fighting to hold the 50 RSI. So this name could get a lot, which it always has some decent volatility. So watch these inside bars and how they break. Baba. Okay, this is my focus today. And let me show you, when I say it's my focus, this is, I didn't take that off. 1 second. I'm going to show you how I trade these. Look at Baba. I am ready to go. I have the 170 puts pulled up. I look at the graph. I love to watch how I chart options in Thinkorswim, and then I'll put my order here. So I already have it set for 5. I may change it to 10. I don't know. Depends on the setup. So I'm ready to go for Baba short. And what was my other one? Affirm short. I have both of those ready to roll. So that's what I mean when I say I have a super focus. That means every single thing, my platform's ready, my charts are marked up, I'm ready to go. All right. Baba, third gap up and on extreme hourly RSI has bear scouting for hourly consolidation. This is Dan, Charting Man Dan's room. This is his actual words from the room that I copied. So I'm looking to short Baba 171.64 was a resistance. We're through that in pre-market and pulling back, and then 176.84. Then I just can't blindly short because that's pretty dumb. I've got to wait for a setup. So I'm looking for a lower high, a higher high than that lower high to short, or I'm going to short the low of high bar break. And I cover this almost every week. So if you've been here a while, you know what the high of low bar and low of high bar trade means, that I'm looking for some candles that are moving up to the upside, and I'm looking for one to break the low or of this high bar and put my stop over the high. Okay, CLSK. Dan will be live in 10 minutes, TCGers, 10 minutes. Monthly inside bar, but I think even within this monthly inside bar, you can trade the range. I think it was clear on the daily. So here, I would be looking short. Y'all see that? Look, so you see my alarm set up here, my alert. So I would be looking to go short CLSK in the interim, and then when it pulls back again, I think you can trade within this range because it's pretty broad. I say it's a tight range, but it's pretty broad right now, and I think you can trade within it. HUT, I think, is beautiful. Potential weekly cup and handle pattern, not ideal. Typically, we want this right side to almost be a double top, and I don't like these big upper wicks of profit taking, but this volume is very, very telling. These EMAs, look at the separation on the EMAs. This is a very strong chart. So here are your levels on HUT, and you may need to wait for a pullback. So every setup I'm giving you, it doesn't mean you take every setup at open. You have to wait for it to set up. LVS. 1 second, I lost y'all. Okay, you're late to the show, Steven. Then do 10 push-ups. I'm kidding. You guys doesn't work, I don't think. You guys is dead. You guys has no more gas. Yeah, that's dead. I short nat gas through futures or UNG calls and puts, or the other way that I trade nat gas. Okay, LVS, weekly inside bar. Sometimes I copy people, like I copy John's setups or Dan's setups or whomever in the room. This one I actually found on my own, and then it was pretty funny that John posted it too, because when you're trained to look at for the same things, these same setups will pop out to multiple traders. Weekly inside bar and potential weekly bear flag. So I actually like this short. So RSI is no longer oversold on the weekly or daily. We finally got that bounce. Look at where we are, y'all. Look, this 50 RSI, we're testing it. So if we were to get a tiny little higher high, 38.58, and then get a 15-minute trend change, this could be a good swing short on LVS. And this is the type of Queen of the Mountain trade. So CLSK is a monthly inside bar. It's a very large time frame, so it's not necessarily a Queen of the Mountain trade. It's not something I'm looking at today. It may be set up as a short within those inside bars, but LVS could set up today or tomorrow. This is a Queen of the Mountain type setup. NEO, Queen of the Mountain short. Daily inside bar, potential top fish. We need that market weakness for this to work. Top fishing 36.64. And Neo can be a dirty, rotten little scoundrel. Let's see. Why did that not? Okay, 36.67. 36.64. Okay, so don't forget about this 36.67 and even $37 as potential top fishing areas for Neo. Neo loves to stop people out within 10 minutes and then reverse. Within 10 cents? Did I say minutes? Y'all, it's a Monday. Fertilizers, they're going nuts. Fertilizer is in favor. The weekly squeeze fired long. So this is a beautiful chart. This is gorgeous. I call these the trampoline move. When you get that rounded bottom and the bulls just start turning up that EMA. This is beautiful. So how do you trade this? I would look for 5-minute and 15-minute oversold bounce trades on NTR because this is in super favor. Tesla. All right, I'm going to be unpopular today, but what's new? Daily diamond bearish reversal pattern. So this pattern is when you get these lower lows. It's not really a head and shoulders, and it just gets these tiny little higher highs with very little follow through. It wicks out. I don't like Tesla here. Now Tesla on the weekly, this is one of the prettier charts around. This is one of the prettiest charts around. So I'm not looking for a long-term, and look at this daily squeeze we have on Tesla. It is a beautiful chart, but we got to get out of this chop in order to go higher. And we may get a temporary pull down out of this and then resume higher. It's pretty funny. Friday, that iron condor idea would have worked, and that 4-hour squeeze scared me out of that idea. Look at this diamond pattern. It's beautiful. I noticed this squeeze and I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. Let's just cancel. Let's cancel the iron condor idea. And it would have worked perfectly. But I had conflicting signals. I had the squeeze, I had the EMAs turning up, and yet I had this diamond pattern. When I get conflicting signals, those are the signals to take the iron condors. Now I know it clicked for me Friday. When I get a bull signal and a bear signal, that means they're going to fight each other all day. And that's exactly what they did Friday. It was a perfect iron condor trade. I do like that we're holding this 4-hour 50 RSI here on Tesla. UPST, potential weekly bull flag. This chart is pretty. Very pretty. Daily inside bar. Let's look at the ATR for fun on this one because this is another volatile one. I may have to add this to my, $19. This is going to go up here. This has got a huge range, and that bull flag could get real juicy. Love UPST. I will be adding it to my Queen of the Mountains for today and the week. Zip, weekly inside bar. Weekly inside bar, those are your levels. It's holding the EMAs. It's holding the daily EMAs. We're getting some separation between the 8 and 21, showing that bullish momentum. We may need to get one more 4-hour higher low in order to go tackle those highs, but I like that chart. SPY, gap filled. That 435.12 gap has been filled. And here are your levels, QQQ. And if you're just now joining us, we will have a giveaway this Friday. I will drop clues all week, so you're going to want to tune in, and we will have a fun giveaway on Friday. All right, what do y'all want to see? Beyond. All right, Brian, interesting numbers. Brian, I think you're a member of TCG. Your levels are very interesting. I'd love to know how you calculate them. Oh, Neo had to upgrade. Okay, that's good to know, Jorge. You may have to, I would have to step back from my Neo short idea. Okay, let's look at beyond. Yes, I play off the key levels on underlying. I don't chart UNG or any 3 times the ETF for that matter. Okay, Nat Gas, I would take off a little more here if you took that bounce. Okay, Beyond has a stair step pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Candles down on the weekly. This is just getting slaughtered. Okay, we didn't break this level by much. Let's see. $1.06, 1%. That's not terrible. Let's see if the bulls can buy this as if that low is put in. But man, this thing can't hold water. Every bounce gets shorted. Careful on this. And look at this weekly range last week. $8. We could stay within that range this week as well. On the daily. Yeah, that daily candle was big. We may get an inside bar today. Okay. I set stops based on the underlying. So if I'm trading, let's say I'm trading Neo puts short. Or excuse me, Neo puts long. So I'm going short Neo. My stop is over 37.03. So if we hit 37.05, then I'm out of the options. I don't set stops on the options. I set stops on the underlying stock that I'm watching. KPLT, and then I'll do a couple more and we're done. Okay. I'd be looking for a weekly higher low compared to 310, but this thing's got some serious momentum to the downside. It is not in favor. I would only be looking to short pops on this. There's no bull friends here, so I'm not going to make up invisible friends when they're not there. I don't play the invisible friend game. Okay, BA. BA is running into the underside of a very flat daily 200 MA. It may need to battle with that for a hot second. I don't like where this is. I don't see a trade. It does have a 4-hour squeeze. I don't see it. I mean, maybe you can bottom fish 22540 for a long. That would be the only potential trade I see, but that's forcing it for me. That is not a high conviction trade. All right, that's it for me. Thank you for joining. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, bring a couple friends tomorrow, and we will have fun together. Use stop losses.